Yes, Habari people. So let me just get on top of this Sir Lloyd debacle. So as I said in my first video, um, there was an allegation that a man had gone to the police and reported Sir Lloyd for historic sexual abuse on him as a young boy. That's the information that was given to me. Okay. I stated that it wasn't one of the people that had come to me initially regarding Sir Lloyd. It was none of my victims, put it that way. None of the victims that have ever come to us that had allegedly made this allegation. So I noticed that there was an issue yesterday when I looked in my inbox and saw that there was a big backlash of things and people saying that actually he hadn't been arrested. So let me just break it down. I received information from a well-known lady DJ called Lady Smurf, who I trust, and who I still trust actually. I think what's happened is that she has been led astray by an individual who is from Sir Lloyd's inner circle, because that's what's interesting about this. This isn't independent information that has come from a member of the public or some random person. It's a member of Sir Lloyd's inner circle, somebody that's known him for over 40 years, and somebody who had a conversation with him this afternoon, and who then called me. So that individual is Cabbage Man. Some of you may have heard of him or may not. I don't know Lloyd from nowhere, Sir Lloyd, and I don't know Cabbage Man. I think I might have heard of him, but I don't know these people. Cabbage Man passed the information on to Lady Smurf, who then passed the information on to me. I asked her to verify it, double check it, cross check it, and get back to me when she passed the information to me. I didn't solicit the information. I didn't go looking for it. It came to me via Lady Smurf. Right. She then went back to Cabbage Man, who then absolutely verified it. And that's when I called it out and said that it come from a very, very close source. So in terms of people wanting to jump on a bandwagon and say that I'm spreading false information, especially you, Sir Lloyd, because actually I have a few questions for you. It's been suggested to me that you're the person who wanted that in the public domain so that I could take the bite, and you could discredit my platform, which you cannot do. I don't know about that. I don't know if that's the case, but it's been suggested to me. Whatever it is, at the very least, you need to check your inner circles, Lloyd, and find out why it is that people so close to you are spreading rumours that aren't true. And if it is the latter, if it is the former rather, whereby you've put that out there yourself so that you can have some kind of leverage to try to protest your innocence, then that's a cheap shot. Because really, and I'm not saying it is, I'm saying if that's the case and that is you that's done that, Lloyd, then that's a cheap shot. Because what I'm really interested in is why it is that you have taken so long to respond to anything that I've said. In terms of the allegations and the evidence that we have in relation to the other things that I first started talking about, we've heard nothing from you. You or anyone else that I've invited to come on the platform, protest your innocence, tell us your side of the story, you haven't said a word. But suddenly you've piped up in relation to this you've been arrested allegation, which has nothing to do with us. So I just find it really interesting that suddenly you're talking now. Why haven't, and not only that, when you're talking now, you still haven't answered the allegations that I have thrown at you. So seeing as you've piped up, Sir Lloyd, seeing as you've decided to now speak out in the public domain, I would like you to answer those questions and I'd like you to come and speak to me. Whether that's on a phone call, on a live, I'd like you to speak to me and for you to explain yourself why so many women have given statements regarding your conduct towards them historically, and your grooming of young girls, your rape of women and your grooming of young girls. I'd like you to have a conversation with me about that. Don't just refute some wishy-washy information, which unfortunately for me came through a very certified source of mine. Now, the source of hers is what's in question. Cabbage Man, why are you chatting your brethren? And why are you spreading rumors or information that you don't, you haven't certified? You apologized to me this afternoon, Cabbage Man, when you called my phone. But an apology doesn't quite cut it. You told me also that you'd spoken to Sir Lloyd and that you hadn't actually told him that it was you that had spread these rumors, but you'd spoken to him to verify if he'd been arrested. Why did you not verify that before you went and put the information my way and in the public domain? So that's what I've got to say about that. It's all one big distraction, as far as I'm concerned. And I've said both to Smurf and to Cabbage Man that they need to be way more diligent about the information that they put out before it even gets to people like me, is what I've said. But as I said, because of the source, from my source, I went with it. It wasn't a victim. It wasn't to do with a crime that any of the people that I've spoken to have come forward about. And it wasn't fresh information from a victim. It was from certified sources within his circle, Sir Lloyd's circle. And I didn't see why anyone within his circle should want to get that information incorrect. So it wasn't from enemies, it was from friends. And yeah, what can I say about that? I won't apologise for it because, as I say, it was from his circles that came to me wrongly. So they need to sort that out between themselves and ask each other those questions. Or Sir Lloyd needs to ask Cabbage Man those questions as to why it is that he's speaking that way and why it is that he's admitted that it was him that spread it when he spoke to you this afternoon. So anyway, that's my take on it. In terms of anything else, as far as I'm concerned, Sir Lloyd, this doesn't vindicate you of anything. You're 100% guilty of the things that you've been accused of from my platform. The rest of it is down to you and your dodgy friendship group, namely Cabbage Man. You still haven't answered those questions. I'm now inviting you to do that because you've actually piped up and you've actually said something. But I just find it very interesting, as I said before, how it is that you're only just saying something now about information that you can defend. The rest of it, I'm just wondering why you haven't defended it. Is it because you know it's true? Because what I'm talking about and what your mate Cabbage Man is talking about are two different things. So you can answer what Cabbage Man's talking about, but I'd now like you to answer what I am talking about. So yeah, that's an update, people. I hope that clarifies things. We're still on track, October the 16th. We're going to be doing a live this Friday. And yeah, we're going to chop it up some more. The Sir Lloyd, I keep saying Floyd, but the Sir Lloyd thing is as it stands as far as I'm concerned in relation to the victims that have contacted me prior to this. Anything else is for him to sort out. So blessed love, my people. Blessed love.